Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekmac. We are 122 meters into the air in the final dungeon of Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE Encore. It's late at night and probably not a good time to record, but I'm already on a roll now, why change it now? In the previous two episodes I've been talking about a little something. Oh! These are different. He just evaporated, whoops. So the blue tiles are a road. A one-way road. You look new. Violet Dark Knight. Okay, Ellie, as much as I'd like to keep fishing for Arrow of Destiny, I think we need to focus on this. Anyhow, where was I saying? I was applying Persona and I was applying the Arcana social links from Persona to... We can at least guarantee hitting him with everything. To the characters in the major story characters and party members and such of this game. And I didn't get very far in the last episode, so let's start this episode talking about Arcana 8. Justice. It symbolizes a strict allegory of justice, objectivity, rationality, and analysis. It means one will have to face a trial of their justice. In Persona games, the justice character is almost always a small child with a dead mother complex. Wait, no, not deep chill.
Okay.
Persona 3 had Chihiro as the social link, who was treasurer of the student council. Her social link was all about finding her strength to stand up to the injustice surrounding her, which was basically revolving around a time where a teacher used money she had given to them for the treasury to pay for a tab? Like, she goes through a lot of harassment over her social link and some, well, basically back alley chit-chat from other people in the school, because they're either saying, oh, she stole from him, or, oh, she miscounted. If you're gonna be a treasurer, then you should at least know how to count. But no, it was all because of an asshole teacher who stole from the school to let her take the fall for it. She's also the most Yandia out of the social links. She gets, because Persona 3 had a jealousy mechanic where female social links would get upset if you hung out with others, but this jealousy would only kick in later in the social link. Except for Chihiro, because hers was like rank 5. Very clingy. Meanwhile, Justice in the party was Ken Yamada, carrying Nemesis, Greek goddess of karmic deaths, who was also the cause of one because he was obsessed with avenging his mother's unfair demise. Persona 4's Justice Link was Nanako Dojima. She also had a dead mother and tried to basically her social link is trying to figure out how she feels about her father being so absent and not really showing his love for her. Eventually he came to the conclusion that yes, he did miss her mother, and yes, he does care about her. He's just bad at showing it. Oh hey, sexy dance, just what we needed, right? If you have a Elect Lunge X, there's no need for a Elect Lunge. Are you certain about this? Well, not really. You made that decision for me. I didn't fuse him the Swordmaster weapon, whoops! Masamune and Ragnell. Well, at least it didn't go straight into a wall, right? Oh, frick! So here's the thing I remember about Shockwave. Shockwave does not work on Savage encounters, so be exceptionally careful. I feel like this is the one that we should aim for first. Oh, we can also check the Raging Blast off the list. Oh, damn it. I think Kiria's gonna die. Which is why we need to get Memory back in here ASAP. Shoot! We actually wasted that, didn't we? If there was ever a time where I needed a duo-what, why do they always change their target to the Chaos Archer? That's such a terrible idea, and you keep doing it. Don't, please. Yeah, this is the outfit I decided to give him. Anyway, yeah, we got through Nanako Jojima, so the Justice Social Link in Persona 5 is Akechi. Goro Akechi. I keep forgetting that his first name is actually Goro. He's an ace detective prodigy and the main decrier of the Phantom Thieves' actions. He technically does have some good points about how their morality isn't beholden to anyone and it's very hard to trust them. His confidence is about, well, devil's advocate, and him accepting that he has a serious competitive streak, especially against the main character. I think I'm getting a bit too stubborn and proud for my own good. Don't worry, this is why we have you here, Memory. Too bad we took Ellie out of the party, otherwise that would make a lot more sense. If you survive this, I need to look this up. Speed of 91 versus speed of 6. Ah, I get it. The Chaos enemies have obscenely higher stats, so you actually don't want to target them. You want to target out all the others, so those guys can stop comboing off him. And they're not to electricity, which is why Itsuki doesn't seem interested in joining in on Memory. So, tying it all together, Justice Arcana character knows right from wrong. I feel like it's not Justice. Hang on, What did I write here? It's not... Well, let's just say that I feel like Tuma is the main option to take here. Right, we need to make you Grumelka so you can have your wind attack. Let's just say it's Tuma. His side story shows his desire to be a big TV show superhero coming from wanting to give others courage. And he would quite happily throw away those chances at getting his job to save the kid he bonded with. He has the drive of a chariot character, but he has the moral instincts needed for justice. Well, he does at the moment. Maybe not so much back in his backstory in Maiko Ring 2. Wow, Itsuki is actually running dry on his EP. I didn't think I'd been going that long. I've shown Microwave and Heart and Soul recently, so I can check those off. I need to swap my main party back to the main double that I need to get to stage rank 20, but I keep forgetting. Arcana 9 is the Hermit, associated with wisdom, introspection, solitude, retreat, and philosophical searches. Hermit Arcana characters often place themselves in situations to hide them from the public eye, supporting others rather than putting themselves in the spotlight. The Persona 3 Hermit rank was Maya, an online identity for the protagonist's homeroom teacher that they played Honest Innocent Sin online with. She retreated from real life and ranted about her troublesome days to the protagonist before the game's unfortunate shutdown. However, something that you might not remember as much is that it's the Arcana of Jin, the right-hand man of Strega who only sought to bring about Takai's vision. First by maintaining the Dark Hour, and then by seeking the apocalypse occurring. Persona 4's Hermit was the Fox, and the social link was mostly side quests to grant the wishes of Inaba's residents. After Persona 5 I have very mixed feelings about that. But I suppose it does fit into the whole Hermit thing, that he was the healer of the group. And he was also having you do all the work for him. While he stays as isolated from everyone as possible. Persona 5's Hermit is Futaba Sakura, the techie of the Phantom Thieves, and she spent a horrifying amount of her life believing she was responsible for her mother's death, shutting herself away. She gets to the truth of that and becomes the party support member, very well matching up with her Arcana's meaning. Swap the party back, swap the party back, swap the party back. Oh! Ellie maxed her rank. I didn't even notice because I was too busy talking and reading my script. And Kiria is almost dead. We need to fix that. Received a... I might as well read these random topics. Itsuki, you can probably already feel it, but I think that the final battle is right around the corner. Talk with everyone beforehand and make sure nobody has any lingering regrets weighing them down. I think that might be a warning to make sure you complete all the side stories, because I don't know what the alternative version is, but apparently the true ending only comes if you've completed all the side stories. Man, that really caught me off guard. Didn't expect Garrick of all people to make a repeat appearance. Guess Mr. Gujin wasn't with him this time though. Right, Ellie has session repertoire. Let's go get that ASAP so she can start working on... Yeah, Shockwave. Knock down all nearby enemies for 20 EP. Itsuki's EP is precious because he stays in the main party, but being able to opt out of those 3-on-1 ambushes that keep showing up, yeah, I'd say it's worth. So then, I talked about Futaba Sakura, and honestly, if Itsuki wasn't the fool, he'd be the hermit. But since he's the full Arcana, we have a two-person part for this one, Tiki and Tiki's waifu. Tiki spends the game locked in the blue... I mean, we have Tiki right here, so we can... She's giving us a very good example. So then, Tiki spends the game locked in the Bloom Palace, but she fills a very irreplaceable role as a blacksmith. Granted, more is she's the ritualist that helps us out with the Carnage fusion and such, but even so, imagine trying to get through the whole game using only the base weapons, and you realize that without Tiki, we'd be sunk. Meanwhile, Tiki's waifu. She's famous, but it's for her Vocaloid work. The girl herself is indifferent to others, even as far as not caring what Itsuki's name is after he saves her for the second time. The main star to her is Tiki. She's the icon of her craft. Heal 2 EP after walking steps. Very useful for the mage. Poor Kiria. Just the other episode I was talking about how you're the veteran of this place, and yet you're the person who I finished the stage rank for last. And 18 minutes, we have enough time for a few more Arcana. Granted, Fortune is going to be another big one. Fortune is the 10th Arcana. It's portrayed by the Wheel of Fortune. So keep Chugga Conroy away unless you like the massacre of the English language. It symbolizes fate, luck, fortune, and opportunity. Oh wait, I need to get the Carnage fused. Anyway, Arcana links of the Fortune Arcana usually have individuals with prodigious abilities but losing sight of who they truly want to be as a result of too much pressure. They need to rediscover the reasons for what they do. It's very much a thing of Naoto Shirogane, whose entire social link is about rediscovering why detective work meant so much to her. Ragnell, okay. Okay, that is weird. It gives us, it doesn't give us axe resistance, but Masamune does? Oh, I see. Ragnell is not a weapon for Swordmaster specifically. Ragnell is a base weapon. It's just that we haven't, if we swap out. Yeah, we didn't have Violet Crests until now. But now that we've fought a Violet Dark Knight, or whatever it was, we can have one. Okay, that explains that. Sorry. What I was talking about with the Fortune Arcana. The Persona 3 Fortune Arcana is Keisuke, a member of the culture club that the protagonist joined for some... This wasn't Persona 4. In Persona 3 it didn't matter which sports or culture club you joined, you'd get the same person to bond with. Destiny, you know? His social link was about deciding whether he wanted to follow his hobby or his father's wishes, which was to be a doctor. It was something Keisuke was good at, he just didn't like the idea of doing it just because he was told to. Fortune was also the Arcana of Takaya, head of Strega, and an incredibly unlikable nihilist who kills a lot of people and doesn't even get on-screen punishment for it. So I guess that would actually make him more of a reversed Fortune Arcana, but I don't know. Anyway, Masamune, that's what we need. Persona 4 is Naoto no Shirogane, I already talked about her. Persona 5 is Chihaya the Fortune Teller. I feel like her commandant was more about the literal fortune teller as Fortune Arcana, but she did actually have that thing of her being called a monster back in her old country town because of her abilities. So she did learn how to break out of the mold of that and try to fight fate handed down to her. And okay, I need to make Ayaha, to avoid from making an Ayaha is totally useless and pointless joke later on, we give her Fortune Arcana here right now, because her time as Mirage showed that she was actually suffering a lot of anxieties about her place as an idol, and Tsubasa's faith in her was making it worse, not better. It was her realizing, no, I'd never wish anything bad against Tsubasa, to break out of Aversa's control, and she supposedly spends her time as Fortuna's secretary preparing for her own comeback to the idol scene, rather than just giving me more side quests to do, which is what it usually feels like. Also, I'm following this script so carefully I forgot the joke that I had intended to make again, because I didn't write it down and I thought, oh, I'll just make it here now, but I forgot it because I was too busy reading this script. My joke is, it's me, I'm the Hermit Arcana. I'm the shut-in playing video games for the internet. Anyway, Strength is Arcana 11. It's associated with morality about the stronger power of self-control, gentleness, courage, and virtue over brute force. In this Arcana, characters have strength of heart, not being easily upset, and portraying the fortitude that the Arcana represents. In Persona 3, it was the sports club manager, helping out with her dreams and her future career. Or it's Koromaru, the Dogyu recruit, who starts with a... This is an interesting thing that you don't really think about, but Koromaru's persona is the only one to not level up, because it already starts out as a tier 3 persona. Or tier 2 persona, tier 3 wasn't until Persona 4 Golden. Persona 4, strength is whichever the sports club guys you hang out with, and they have different takes on the same idea of having the fortitude of the Arcana. In Persona 5, it's the jail twins. This one might seem like a bit of a literal take that they help you out with your persona confusions, but they do show inner strength when they aren't needling each other. It's their advice that keeps the protagonist keep true to his confidence and unlock the true ending. Well, in Persona 5 at least, Persona 5 Royale had extra requirements on top of that. You could apply this to memory? Okay, how do you get... Do I have to use Slow-Mo to get at that guy before he erases himself from existence? These poor suicidal mirages. But better that than fighting more savage mirages, right? Oh dear, we need to do something about you immediately. I didn't heal either. Oh dear. Anyway, back to my little script. You could apply it to Memory because she does have gentleness and courage with virtue of being the highest defense character, but she's equally applicable to Empress for caring for others, and she's also an ice healer, matching Empress's persona. Wind. Let's be weird and give this Arcana to Riku. I've given you a couple of seconds to try and remember who Riku is. It's the kid from Tuma's side story. He maintains composure at all times, looking down on Tuma's loudness, and only really respects him after saving him from Mirage attack. Oh. I already have this one. Darn. He is a bit easier to rile up once Abel becomes his Mirage, but he's still a calm, collected individual. Arcana number 12, the Hanged Man. This Arcana is associated with self-sacrifice for the sake of enlightenment, findings that makes one free, paradoxes, and hanging between heaven and earth. It can be taken as advice to take the time necessary to reflect over one's upcoming actions. With Persona social links, it's usually more about being caught between two. They keep offering Mag Amplify. I'm beginning to think I should take it simply so they stop offering it. Anyway, it's more about being caught between two different extremes. In Persona 3, the Hanged Man is Maiko. No, not that Maiko. Maiko, the small girl who hangs out on the playground. Her social link is about coping with her parents' divorce. Because by this point I think Atlas has impure motives, she also confesses her love to the protagonist at high social link ranks, just like how Nanako does. And much how Memory clearly wants to confess her love to Itsuki in her final side story. Someone at Atlas likes this, and I despise that. Persona 4 had it on Naoki Konishi, the brother of Saki Konishi, the second victim of the Inaba serial killer, and technically what truly got the investigation team invested in solving the case. This social link was dealing with the grief following her death. Persona 5 had it on the weapon shop Munehisa Iwai. I can never figure out how to pronounce his first name though, so I just go with Iwai. Confidant was more about him coming to terms with his criminal past and opening up to his adopted son. I feel if we don't want to take from slots already filled, this is where we do put... this is probably a time to play Chikaomi Yashiro. Not that I know how to say his first name either. Caught between the afterlife and wanting to help Yashiro with his insecurities, and his power being used to fuel the apocalypse. He also leaves for the afterlife for me, and that feels kind of appropriate to me. And we're at the 29-minute mark, so I don't get to talk about this, but look at this! Diamond Splitter! I guess if you don't want to put Memory into General, putting Nevere into Swordmaster would be another way to help ease up the dangers of late-game Armor Knights. Yeah, there's Lance/X, just what we wanted. The thing is, I don't think I want to give it up because we still have Diamond Splitter on Memory. Wait, so that was a dead end. Darn. Yeah, I gotta be careful with these puzzles, I guess. But that's still 30 minutes, so we've passed the point where I want to escape right away. I do not want to go into another Savage Mirage encounter. And now I know to be exceptionally careful when coming up that elevator. So, Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around. Preferably not in another savage encounter. Clean, sophisticated dish with a rich broth made of fresh hand-picked artisanal chicken. A true delight. Whiskey's party was healed. Kiria's luck became high. Eleanor's luck became high. Just them. Till next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around.